Alright, I guess we are live now. This is my take two of this. Wasn't really happy with the first recording of this because I forgot how to pause OBS for a second. But regardless, we're here again, and here we are with week one of the Renaissance Pokemon League. We are going to be taking on one of my good friends, Ty, and his team, the Dazzling Diancies. So, going into this game, I have an 0-2 record against Ty, and yeah, I kinda hope to better that this time. The first couple times I played him, one game I tilted very, very hard against him. I probably could have won it, but after I missed one read, it was just, everything fell apart. And the other time was a Metrodome battle, so I don't really count that, but a loss is a loss, and I don't like losing. So, here we are facing him for a third time in RPL, and, well, let's just jump straight into the matchup. My team, you can see my team on the left and his team on the right, and they are arranged by speed tiers. So, starting off with my team, obviously I have Weavile, Latios, Arcanine, Togekiss, Nidoqueen, Hitmontop, Lantern, Dunsparce, Cradily, and Bronzong. And going into his team, he has Aerodactyl, which is a really fast threat that can bring Taunt, Stealth Rocks. I think it may get Tailwind support, stuff to make Porygon Z and Heracross and Crawdaunt really scary. And yeah, it also gets I think it gets Dragon Dance, I'm not sure. I think it gets Home Claws at the very least, so it can set up. But I feel like he may use it support with some offensive moves. Uh, Going into Azelf he can really bring anything he wants to. He can bring a spec set or a plot set, uh, a suicide weed set with explosion and stealth rock, and taunt with U-turn. Uh, the set that I'm anticipating him to bring is a Life Orb set with Nasty Plot, Psychic, Flamethrower, and a coverage move of his choice. Azelf is really threatening. It's faster than everything on my team minus Weavile. Another set that I thought he could bring was a Scarf set to potentially catch Weavile off guard if I do lead with it. But me and the people I team build with did not think that made sense for him to bring. Speaking of Scarf threats, which I know Jirachi lost is Scarf threatness since it lost Iron Head, but Jirachi's also there. Jirachi can run many things. It can run a Calm Mind set. It can run a bulky Wish Doom Desire support set. It can run rocks, U-turn. It can do many things. It can also run Thunder Wave, which is particularly threatening for Weavile and Latios, because both are really fast and they don't appreciate getting paralyzed. And yeah, Jirachi, I kind of expect it to be a bulky rock set, Wish, maybe Thunder Wave, rocks, U-turn, Meteor Mash, moves like that'll be on it, I think. And yeah, that's what I think Jirachi's gonna be. Jirachi and Azelf I feel are coming so far. Porygon's sorry, I still have a bit of another cough, but Porygon Z is another Pokemon that I think he brings, specifically a Specs variant with adaptability Tri-Attack, with Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and some other coverage move. I don't really have a lot of good switch-ins to a well-played Porygon Z. Tri-Attack alone just steams through my team minus Cradling and Bronzong, and then Shadow Ball can just clean it up. But yeah, Porygon Z is a massive threat. I'm anticipating it to be adaptability, because I don't think download's going to be as scary. But Specs adaptability Porygon Z really scares my team, and I really have to focus about just deleting it as soon as possible. This is like Aerodactyl using like Tailwind or Jirachi using Thunderwave to slow things down so that way Porygon Z can just come in and wreck house like unimpeded is like a very scary thought. Another scary thought is Heracross coming in unimpeded. Heracross, it's a really not bulky, really offensive Pokemon. It's like Mega Horn close combat, Earthquake, uh, Stone Edge. It doesn't get knockoff in BDSP, which I figured out during team building, which could hinder it, but it still hits everything on my team neutral super effectively. And yeah, potential sets he could bring. I'm really anticipating a Choice Scarf set because I feel like that makes the most sense for him to bring with a Weavile and a Latios. He could bring like a Guts Facade set, but I'm not sure he does that. Yeah. Heracross can also like benefit from like an Aerodactyl Tailwind. And yeah. Going into his next Pokemon, he has Volbeat. It can run like Prankster's Underwave support. Aside from that, I don't think he brings it. Same with Victory Bell. Victory Bell is just kind of weird to me because like I would like it if his team had Sun support, though he could run like Sunny Day Volbeat with Victory Bell. Though I do have outs for Victory Bell. Weavile one shots it with a Bandit Shard, and yeah, Victory Bell is just generally I don't know if it'll have enough options to take out my team. Now, for the next two Pokemon, I feel like he does bring him, Swampert and Crawdaunt. Swampert is just a really annoying, bulky wall. Can run like Earthquake, Ice Beam, Avalanche, Stealth Rocks, Rock Slide, I think, Scald. He has options with Swampert. Even though like it lost Flip Turn, it's still a good Pokemon. And I kind of expect him to bring it. And another water that just gives my team trouble is Crawdaunt. In prep, I found out that Crawdaunt just, even with a Hitmonchan Intimidate, Crawdaunt just hits so hard with adaptability Crab Hammers with Adamant Choice Band. Get like Aqua Jet, Crab Hammer, Superpower Knockoff, and you have a good move set that's going to be hard for me to play around. I don't really play well, but Crawdaunt's going to have to force me to play well, get those reads right, and it just puts a lot of pressure on my team. I have plans for the Crawdaunt, but I'm not sure if they'll work. I hope they work. It's basically just going to rely a lot on, like, deception, if that makes sense. His final Pokemon's Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff can make things annoying for Latios, being immune to Draco Meteor. This and Jirachi can make things annoying for Latios, which it doesn't allow me to spam like Draco Meteor or whatever. Aside from like being like a Latios check, I don't think he brings Wigglytuff. He has better Stealth Rockers and he has better Wishers. And yeah, I just don't see Wigglytuff doing that much whenever I have Arcanine, Nidoqueen, and like so many other better things. He'd be better off bringing like Azelf for Jirachi, or even Aerodactyl for like the Tailwind support. So yeah, I don't really anticipate him bringing Wigglytuff. As for like the 6 that I think he'll bring, in Mox, I thought he was going to bring Azelf, Jirachi, Porygon Z, Heracross, Swampert, and Crawdaunt. Jirachi and Swampert were like, I anticipate to be like bulky sets. Jirachi like a bulky rock set. Swampert just a general bulky set. Crawdaunt I'm anticipating to be an Adamant Choice Band set, though he could very well bring Dragon Dance. Heracross I'm anticipating to be a Scarf variant with like Edgequake, Close Combat, and Mega Horn. And Azelf, I'm anticipating to be a nasty point set, though he could very well bring like a Suicide Weave variant. But that's enough about his team. Let's get into my team and why I'm bringing what I'm bringing. So first, so first off, I'm going with Latios. Latios hits everything really, really hard with choice specs. Draco Meteor, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. This allows me to hit everything on his team neutrally or super effectively. Draco Meteor hits everything really, really hard, except for like Wigglytuff and Jirachi, and even then, Jirachi, like, it can't come in forever on it. If he is no bulk investment, Draco Meteor does like 50 to him. And that's like a mid roll. I think it does like 54 max, 46 min. So he can't keep coming in forever on Draco Meteor. Though then again, he could just like wish off the damage and be fine. But Shadow Ball gives me that extra coverage for Jirachi. Energy Ball gives me extra coverage for Crawdaunt and Swampert. Swampert especially since it's 4 times weak to grass. And then I have Psychic, just something to generally hit things hard if I don't want to use Draco Meteor. I have a 80 HP, which was what was left over, so I just dumped it all into HP. 252 special attack to hit everything as hard as I possibly can, and 176 speed to outpace max speed Jirachi. And it's obviously holding the choice packs to make those special attacks hit even harder, and Timid Nature with 176 speed outpaces max speed Jirachi. And yeah, that's Latios. My next Pokemon is Togekiss. Togekiss, Thunderwave, Roost, Air Slash, Flamethrower. Thunderwave there for just generalized speed control, can slow down the Aerodactyl, can slow down the Azelf, slows down Jirachi, can make Crawdaunt's life a little harder, can make Heracross's life a little harder, and yeah. Air Slash, Flamethrower, two good coverage moves for this team. I think it hits everything neutrally or super effectively. Ruse gives me longevity along with leftovers, which is my item. 176 speed, Timid Nature. This allows me to outpace, I think, max speed Victory Bell. 248 HP. This will give me max HP, but I left off like one extra HP value. I could go 252 HP, but 248 HP is generally better for for Pokemon like Togekiss because it'll give them an extra rock switch in. Stealth Rocks do like 1/4 of your health if like you're weak to rocks, like just 2 times weak to it. If you're 4 times weak to it, like a Moltres or a Charizard, it does like 50%. Having the 240 HP gives you an extra switch in by making your HP stat an odd number. So, yeah, that's why I'm running 240 HP. 84 special attack was what was left over, so yeah, I just dumped it in a special attack. And next up, I have Weavile. Weavile is holding a Choice Band, 252 attack, Icicle Crash, Throat Chop, Brick Break, Ice Shard. Just a general like physical wall breaker. This thing, like, it really exerts a lot of pressure onto his team, forcing him to make reads that he doesn't want to make. Same with like Crawdaunt and me. This game is going to be a game of like picking the right sacks and seeing who can like get the other's wall breaker out of the game as quickly as possible. A couple of things to note with Weavile: Icicle Crash and Throat Chop. I think Icicle Crash one shots Heracross after rocks, and or has a good shot too, and it two shots the Crawdaunt after rocks. So Crawdaunt can't keep coming in forever, which is very good. Limiting his options for Crawdaunt and Heracross are going to be a big part of this team. I don't really have a lot for the Porygon Z, except for like hitting it as hard as possible before it can hit me as hard as possible. So, yeah. Aside from that, I have 180 speed. This will allow me to outpace the. I think it'll allow me to outpace the Azelf. I think it'll allow me to outpace the Azelf. Yeah, it'll either allow me to outpace the Azelf or it'll allow me to outpace something at +1. I think it may be like Jolly Crawdaunt at +1, I'm not sure, but yeah. The general idea was to outpace Azelf at +1. But 252 attack, make those physical moves hit as hard as possible. 72 HP with 4 defense. I had 76 EVs left over, 72 of which go into HP to make the HP value an odd number. Same thing with Togekiss, this will give it an extra rock switch in. And 4 defense because I didn't know where to put the other 4 EVs. So, another thing to note with its ability is Pickpocket. I just thought it could be funny if like it somehow comes in on Crawdaunt and Crawdaunt just clicks knock off, that I just steal the item. So I thought that could be funny. I don't think it'll work, but I thought it could be funny. So yeah. Next Pokemon's Cradily. This is where my support Pokemon are really starting to come into play. I have Giga Drain, Stealth Rock, Leech Seed, and Recover with Storm Drain. Storm Drain allows me to like have a safe Crabhammer switch in for Crawdaunt and an Aqua Jet switch in. Bold Nature. This is really my Crawdaunt play. So yeah, Bold Nature, max HP, max defense. This is my Crawdaunt check, if it comes to it. Though Cradle is really here just to scare him away from clicking a water move, which my team does not appreciate. So Giga Drain, just a generalized attacking move, can get chip damage, and it can give me a little bit of longevity. Same with Recover and Leech Seed. Leech Seed especially will give me a bit of chip on things that I need, and Rocks will give me that little bit of chip. Like I mentioned with Weavile, Stealth Rock chip, it's going to be really important. It breaks sashes and gives me a little bit of extra damage. So that way things like Weavile can one-shot, like Heracross, or two-shot the Crawdaunt with a not very effective move. And yeah, that's Cradily. On to Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, Close Combat, Mach Punch, Rapid Spin, Earthquake. Close Combat and Mach Punch, two good stab moves. Mach Punch especially will be helpful for getting that extra bit of damage that I may lack against like Crawdaunt and Porygon Z, while Rapid Spin can like spin away his hazards since he has like 7 Stealth Rockers, I think. And Earthquake, it gives me another way to like hit Jirachi and Victory Bell, or a better way to hit Jirachi and Victory Bell. I don't think he brings Victory Bell, but Jirachi especially. Now, the EV spreads where this set gets really interesting. I have a Careful Nature, which boosts SpDef and reduces special attack. But I have 240 HP, 124 SpDef with a Careful Nature. This EV spread will allow me to take on Porygon Z. Close Combat from a base attack Hitmonchan already one-shots a Porygon Z, and this EV spread allows me to tank like most hits a Porygon Z can throw at me. I think the hit that I count for was a modest max special attack choice specs Porygon Z Psychic, which I think I'll live on like 3. So yeah. And then the 136 speed allows me to outpace a max speed Adamant Crawdaunt. I think he's going to bring max speed Adamant. He could bring Jolly, but I'm not sure he'd do that because he'd be sacrificing a lot of firepower. And leftovers just gives me generalized longevity. This thing needs it because it doesn't get like reliable recovery, and that's kind of crucial for a tank. But anyways, my final Pokemon is Arcanine. Now Arcanine, this is one of the weirder sets that I've built. It's bulky and it can also hit hard. So it has Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Protect, and Morning Sun with a really weird EV spread and the Life Orb item. So Flare Blitz and Close Combat are like two really, really good moves that can hit his team really, really hard. Flare Blitz hits the Jirachi hard. Close Combat can hit like the Crawdaunt hard. Those are two like big things that I count for. And Protect, a big part of like what I think he's gonna do is choice offense. If you don't know anything about the choice items, so the choice items work like this. They boost a stat like the choice band. It boosts attack by 1.5 times, but you can only select the first move. Like, you can only use the first move you select. So, let's say hypothetically that he has like Crawdaunt out on this. I can just click Protect, and if he goes for Aqua Jet, then chances are likely that he'll be going for that again. And then I can just, since I have that intel, I can just go into Cradily, absorb the hit, and he's on the back foot. Same thing with like Heracross. If he brings like Scarf Heracross, I can Protect with Arcanine. He like clicks Earthquake or clicks Combat, and then I can just switch into like Togekiss, or if he clicks Stone Edge, I can like switch into like, I don't know, Hitmontop to take the hit. And yeah, you can kind of see where I'm coming from. Protect can make his life a living hell if it works out. Morning Sun gives me a little extra longevity since it is built to be a little bulkier than your average, like, attacker. So, yeah, Life Orb will boost the power of the Flare Blitzes and the Close Combats by a little extra, and the EV spread, 112 attack will allow me to one-shot max HP, 0 defense Jirachi with Flare Blitz. It'll also allow me to OHKO like Porygon Z and Crawdaunt, and I think Heracross, stuff like that that I need to one-shot and get off the field. 180 defense, this allows me to live a Choice Band Adamant Aqua Jet from Crawdaunt. I think I'll live it on like 2 or 3%. So if he does go for that, I can just, so if like Arcanine's in on Crawdaunt and I'm at like full health, I can safely quit Close Combat. It'll cost me my Arcanine worst case scenario, but I don't think he goes Aqua Jet whenever I have a Cradily on the field, or a Cradily in the back. And my opponent knows me well. He knows dang well I'm switching into Cradily. He knows that I have to switch into Cradily. So, yeah, he'll probably quick knock off or superpower to just bop the Cradily. And if he does that, I can just like go back into like Arcanine and quick Close Combat, in which case he can switch into something like Azelf, set up, and win. So, yeah. Those EVs are to make sure that I can guarantee kill the Crawdaunt in the best scenario. And yeah, 216 speed Jolly will allow me to outpace max speed Tim and Porygon Z. And yeah, I think that was my last one on the team, so guess I'll see you all in the game. So yeah, this is going to be a really tough game. Like I said, it's going to be like a game of managing sacks properly. Both of us have things that the other can't, like, really guard against. So, it's gonna make for an interesting game. He has like Crawdaunt and Heracross, and I have the Latios Weavile offensive core, which is really scary. And then obviously we have like lesser threats like Arcanine that can just come in and do unexpected things to him. So yeah, this is gonna be a really interesting game that I'm looking forward to. Kind of nervous because I mean obviously I haven't beaten Todd, but I hope this little bit of extra prep will give me the upper hand that I need. So anyways, I will see you in the game, I guess. Alright, here we are in the battle for this Renaissance Pokemon League game. Looking at his team, it's about what I expected. Only issue being the Aerodactyl over the Swampert. Crawdaunt's still going to be a huge threat. Heracross and Porygon Z obviously are threats. Azelf a threat. Jirachi and Arrow obviously a threat. Arrow a little less so, but the thing that makes Aerodactyl a little bit like dangerous in this game is the fact that it can go for Tailwind. So yeah, I gotta be wary of that. As for like a potential lead, I feel like it's either gonna be like Azelf, Jirachi, or Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, Rachi, and Azelf will get rocks, or all get rocks. And getting up rocks early for him is invaluable. So it's just a matter of what I think he's bringing. So, 1 second. Let me look at Aerodactyl. Okay. Aerodactyl doesn't get much to hit Cradily with, so if he does lead with the arrow, I would just go hard Cradily and just like quick Leech Seed or something. Because then I anticipate he goes like Jirachi or Heracross, and then getting that little bit of chip damage off on it will be good. Although I do lose nothing leading Weavile. I can pressure the Azelf and pressure the Jirachi. And I can also like on a lead arrow, then I just go Cradily and well, yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna lead with the Banded Weavile. Pressures the Azelf, pressures Jirachi. Crawdaunt gets pressured immediately by Brick Break, Porygon Z, Brick Break. Heracross is the only thing that really like doesn't get pressured, and even then, like I can just go into like Togekiss or something. So I know my original plan was lead Arcanine, but I think Weavile lead's gonna be the safest bet. Lead Weavile, fire off like a Throat Chop or something, and go from there. We'll see what he wants to do. I think he leads like Arrow or something. I do have to get rid of the Arrow early, because of course it can Tailwind, and that makes Crawdaunt and Porygon Z. Okay, he leads the Azelf, so the fact that he leads with this makes me believe it's like a Sash lead Azelf. So yeah, he could Explosion here. So this is a hard play to make, because like he obviously could just go straight for like Explosion and knock out my Weavile immediately. In which case I'll lose a lot of momentum here. So let's think. Okay, so think like your enemy. I still, like, he's gotta be Sash, otherwise he wouldn't lead with it. Um, Cradley has effectiveness in dealing with Aerodactyl and Women in Crawdaunt, so, though it's also my best explosion switch in, so I wanna switch into Cradley. Oh, Drain Punch. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so... get my rocks up. You do go into Heracross, so... playing fairly straightforward this game. Probably just scouting to see how I want to play this out. I don't think I should overpredict. I feel like I should just go straight into Togekiss. Ah, that bit me. Dang it. That bit me. That bit me. There's no way this isn't like Scarf. Oh, dang, that bit me. There's no way this isn't Scarf. I can deal with like losing Togekiss. Does he overpredict? Cause like I feel like he just rock slides again. I feel like he should just like rock slide again. I don't think he loses much by not. Though he could like... okay, I'm overthinking this. Okay. Let's see here. Hitmontop maybe? I still don't know what Porygon Z is gonna be, but I anticipate it being choice specs, and yeah. Man, losing that raid sucks. Okay. If you switch out, you're most certainly scarfed. So... but I feel like you switch. You probably go into the Azelf. So... and we also know that Azelf is not, like, choiced in any way. So... it's not Life Orb, and it's not, like, choice, so... it could be E-Belt, could be Focus Sash. Wait. Okay. So... I think he's choiced. I really think he's choiced. Though I could just like spin or whatever and just see what he wants to do. I feel like the play... okay. This may be dumb, but I really want to do it. I could be throwing away my Weavile so early, but God, I want to do it. I so want to do it. Shut up. This thing isn't choice and it's going to be taking rocks damage. Jirachi gets pressured. And like... Yeah. Okay. Heart is already in my mouth and it's not even turn 6. I'm just trying to like get him into a position to where I can like scare him out or something. Alternatively, I could go Cradily and just like Leech Seed. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I should have stayed in and CC'd. Oh, I should have stayed. I should have stayed in. No matter, we'll figure stuff out here. I think I got a sack Togekiss. No. Well, yeah. No? Yeah, I think I got a sack Togekiss. I should have CC'd there. I really should have CC'd there. If he's plot, then I can just like go into like... I think I can just go into Weavile. Let me calc. Weavile... Percival versus a Porygon. See... 84 to 100. It's at 88, so... Yeah. Cradily still has some use. It can take on the Arrow and it can take on the Crawdaunt, so... Togekiss, it's kind of dead weight against Jirachi. Huh. Heracross... Heracross is gonna be a bit of a pain. Though, like, with Arcanine, it still can't, like, spam Mega Horn. So I think I just gotta go into Togekiss and sack it. Okay. It's LO. Alright, Life Orb. So... Okay. This could be the chance I can get to, like, go Arcanine and just wreak havoc. So... Actually, no, Throat Chop guarantee kills. And... yeah, I'll just go Weavile here. Yeah, I just go Weavile and equate Throat Chop because it guarantees the kill. On this, though, I think I should go Icicle Crash, maybe? Icicle Crash gives me the most damage. I want to Crash. Because he could go Heracross on a Throat Chop or a Brick Break. And getting rid of the Heracross is going to make this so much easier. Okay, we get rid of the Porygon. Okay, so that's good. Now you probably go Crawdaunt, maybe? Probably go Crawdaunt to scout if I'm banded, because I'm not sure that you can go Heracross right now. Okay. That made things a little easier on me. We know Azelf isn't Scarf. So, let me do an Azelf calc. Oh, Oh, Icicle Crash does like 90 min. Okay. So, go Crawdaunt. I don't have a lot of good options here. This is the part of the game where it's like, pick a sack and pray. So, yeah. Hitmontop is like the least useful member of my team, and then I can just like go probably like Arcanine or something. I want to go Hitmontop. This is gonna kill if he goes Crabhammer. He has no reason not to Crabhammer. Oh, maybe Cradily, but like, I feel like I gotta go Hitmontop here. Having Porygon Z be down, Hitmontop's usefulness is like really limited now. This is basically a game where I just need to get Weavile in and just clean if I can. Weavile Latios can just win. We can also see what kind of set he's running. I should be able to live. Do I live Crabhammer with Hitmontop? Hitmontop. Oh, he quits D-Dance. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. Crawdaunt. Crabhammer if he's adamant at Okos. Okay. That just made everything so much more difficult. +1. Let's see what he hits. Okay, we'll be fine, I think, maybe. Okay. Weavile can come in and just, like, quick... Rock Punch does 35 to 42. Does he know that is the question? Because I think I may just lose here and now. Like, I could honestly just lose this here and now. I've played pretty badly. I feel like, since he knows I'm not Technician. Like, he knows I'm not Technician. Okay. If I'm him, like, I got a +1 speed Crawdaunt. I feel like he just goes for the kill, but he doesn't really know my bulk investment. So, like, he may... Weavile can kill this thing. I'm fairly certain. Okay, Percival. Yeah, Weavile kills this thing. Like, it just drops to a brick break. So, I really lose nothing by just quick and close combat. Okay. Choppleberry. And I think we can kill it with Mach Punch. Okay. Yes! Okay, that's very good. That's really, really good. Glad I went with my gut there. Really glad I went with my gut there. Okay, and now I can just like... I can just let this thing go down because, I mean, Weavile's gonna be enough. Crawdaunt going down there was so big. I'm really sad I didn't get to use my Arcanine. But, I guess I can, like, use it for Heracross or something. But, like, that happening was just so big. Okay, so, yeah, I guess I'll just let this thing go down. And now we just go Weavile and kinda just wreck, I guess. If he goes Jirachi, then like I go Arcanine 1,000,000%. I think he goes Heracross. Or he lets this thing die. Yeah, he just lets it go down. So he's going Jirachi. Yep. And we'll go Arcanine. U turns out probably going to go into Arrow. Yep. I want to go Cradily. Because, like... Wait. Let me... Okay, well, Weavile's already up, so Aerodactyl. Yeah, Ice Shard is gonna kill, so it'll kill after rocks. So, yeah. And then, like, I'll obviously have Latios to just pick up the rest, so, yeah. Surprised he didn't miss, because I know how his luck is. Honestly, should I just go Latios right now? No. I'll just go Ice Shard. Even if he reads it, then like... Actually, he could read that. No, I'm not gonna overpredict. Not gonna overpredict here. Yep. Just gives me the arrow, and now I can just probably go like he may go Hera here. Quick Mega Horn. Yeah, I think he's gonna go Hera here, and just quick Mega Horn. Maybe try to force me into a mispredict on Arcanine. Okay, yep, there's Heracross, so... Yeah, they're quick CC or Mega Horn. Let me calc Arcanine. Versus a Heracross. RU Choice Scarf. CC... Oh. CC does 46 max. Okay, so I think I win now. I should be able to win. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go... Wait, yeah, I just go Latios. Cause like... Wait, why was I even contemplating going into Arcanine? I just go Latios. Because Arcanine just cleans. Yeah, just go Latios, sack it, and then like, we go Arcanine. You may read that and go for Megahorn, but like it's fine because if you go Megahorn, then I know what you're locked into. Rock Slide. So you were reading Arc. This will just Shadow Ball. Yep. We'll see if you're Scarf Rachi, but yeah. That's Scarf Heracross. It's gotta be Scarf. I feel like it's Scarf, but like, yeah. Man. Latios didn't do as much as I thought it would, but like, oh man, Hitmontop saved me there. Granted, it's not over yet. Anything can happen. I can still choke this game away. Yeah, I think that's still that. So it is Scarf Jirachi. Does he bring the dual Scarf offense? He does. Okay. Question is, does Weavile kill? Weavile. Ashard. It'll kill. Does bring the dual Scarf offense. And yeah, I'm just gonna go Arcanine, preserve my differential, and that's gonna be GG. Oh man, that was a good game. That was a really good game. That there were a couple like big reads that like I needed to get right there, and I managed to get them right. The Crawdaunt read on the with Hitmontop, that was a big one. So glad like I made that read, and yeah. Well, anyways, get a good get a good like 2-0 win to start the season. China's a very good opponent, so yeah, really glad to have this game out of the way. Shopple DD Crawdaunt was a very good bring on his end, so yeah. But anyways, catch you in the next one.